Welcome Void, please enjoy the stream.
Stream started. Yo. Hello.
Oh. Hello, hello. Hi. Hello. Hello, boys. Welcome. How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. How are you? How are you? Welcome. Today we will be working on the implementation for another enemy, a new one. I'm planning to making a hedgehog. It would be a very unique implementation, mainly because I'm thinking on making this hedgehog basically a tank. Yeah. Which is something I believe I have not done before. Yeah. Yes. Now the game I'm doing, there is this thing I want to do that just came to me recently, but it might actually cause more difficulties than it might be worth. I was thinking on maybe adding a hardcore mode, one where you cannot really save, you only have one life. And maybe an easy mode where I lower the difficulty, but you don't get to see the deepest secrets within the game. When I think about it conceptually, they seem to be easy to implement. It's just adding some simple checks, right? But when I think about how my code is structured, I come to realize that it will need some like significant like restructuring, reimplementation of some systems, because the way I created them is like very segmented, right? So adding a single check would not be enough. I would need like a couple dozen different blocks on different locations of the code, and that makes it very easy for it to something to slip through the cracks and misbehave. Which is something important. Yeah.
Hello,
Yes.
Mew. Hope you're doing good.
Hello, Mundo. Welcome. How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. I'm doing good. Yes. How are you doing? How are you doing? ah. So yeah, I was thinking of maybe adding a hardcore mode to the game, but I don't know if this is worth the effort. It would be an interesting addition. Yeah, but it doesn't sound like what to call it. Something that would be simple to implement, mainly because of how I structure the project. Yeah. Setting that aside, there is one thing I was actually curious that I just saw this notification about. It appears there is a new update to Discord, which allows you to enable some kind of a notification, monetization, excuse me, which sounds interesting, but I don't know how it would work. Yeah. Because it says generate income by creating and selling monthly subscriptions, one-time downloadables, and premium roles. That sounds interesting as a game developer, because that means maybe I can sell stuff within the server, like a special access to games or that kind of stuff. Yeah. But I don't know exactly what structure are they hoping for, which is a bit worrying. Yeah. It's interesting that they are actually offering that kind of stuff, and I'm curious of what can I do with it? Yeah. No, yeah, I'm a bit curious about that. I might actually poke around to see what's up with that particular feature. It might be actually be useful in a way. Yeah. Yes. That aside, I have not really dig very deep into the functionality for Discord. I still need to make the bot that I wanted to make previously. Yeah. Which is something I kinda need to do. Also, I'm wondering exactly how the monetization will work, like the rates and hidden cost and that kind of stuff. Yeah. It might be worth it to actually check. Yeah. Hopefully it's nothing like seriously bad, like they locking features behind a paywall, because that would be the death of Discord quite easily. Yeah. Shush. Silence. That makes me think about something. Maybe I should add like more functionality to the Discord server. Because I'm not like fully making use of everything. Yeah. That I have available. Maybe I should actually take a moment to actually dig into it and see what I can do. Yeah. It's something I think it would be interesting to approach. Well, I suppose I will check that off stream. For now, I guess I suppose I should move into the game development. Yeah. So let's move over there.
Stream started. Yo. Hello. Hello Mew. Hope you're doing good. Smiley face emoji. Heart emoji.
Yeah.
Waving hand emoji.
Hold on 1 second. I need to open Game Maker real quick.
E.
Hello. Welcome. Welcome, he said. How are you doing?
Project Z1. Hashtag 134. Implementing Hedgehog NM. E.
Okay, I need to reset the script. Okay. There we go. Nice. Now that's working. Nice. Okay, so last time we implemented the Shush phone. We implemented the owl enemy. Well, I say implemented. We basically made the bare bones of the enemy. It's not like quite there. Neither in body or mind. Yeah, and the wind is not really like that nice to say. It's like very not convincing, which is a bit annoying. Hmm. Maybe I should improve a little bit the wind before I move on to the next enemy. Yeah, I feel like the wind is a bit unsatisfactory. Hmm. Hmm. Let me clear this. Hmm. What would be a nice wind animation? I feel like I'm missing a very important concept, and that's why I'm not making nice looking winds. Maybe I'm going for the way too cartoony kind of stuff. Maybe I should go for something more realistic. Or maybe something more simple. Hmm. Okay, I got an idea. This theory might not be correct, but it would be. I believe it would be better. Kind of. Maybe. If I, for example, make a circle like this, right? And I'm going to move this circle to the edge, right? And I'm going to make a couple more circles. One right there, one right here, right? We have two circles, right? And I will make one more right here. What I'm going to do is very simple in concept, right? I'm going to delete a bunch of this, like that, right? I'm trying to make something like a moon shape, right? Like that, right? Right? Does that make sense? Okay, now that I have that, what I'm going to do is make a copy of this, and this one I'm going to simply move is one frame forward, like that, right? And I'm going to delete 1 pixel of the whole circle, right? Maybe make it a little bit more round, right? Then I move on to the other one. I will do the same. I will grab this, move it 1 forward, and then I delete 1 pixel. Right? And the last one. Right? For this one I will delete more because I'm really close to the edge. So I'm going to delete 3. like that. You can see now what I'm trying to do, right? Okay, then I grab this and duplicate, right? And then I will repeat the process. Move this a little bit forward and then delete a few pixels from behind. Do this again, a little bit forward and delete a few pixels. Yeah, basically like a dust trail. Instead of trying to make the
Something like multiple slash?
multiple slash. No, I'm trying to make like something that looks like wind blowing on the ground, right? It will actually look like multiple slash if this was an attack. Yeah, that is indeed true. Let's see. I'm going to remove a few more. And then just this one I'm going to just delete, just flat out, right? So we have like this animation, right? And for this one I will move this forward and delete.
Hello.
Hello, Ricardo. Welcome. Welcome. How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Okay, that looks good. Okay, and we move this forward. Right, and we disappear this one right here. Shush. Doing okay-ish? Okay-ish. How is the development of Sonic going on? Well, I decided to improve on the wind because it was kinda bothering me the way it looked. It looked very unsatisfactory. Yeah. Okay. That doesn't look bad, in my opinion. What do you think? It does look a bit dusty, huh? Maybe I can like break this down a little bit more to make it more like uneven, because I feel like it's a little bit too even somehow, right? Okay, I think that looks fine, kind of. So let me modify the name because I want to make this more of an animation than anything. So let's call this an idle. Right. And I will make the left. Right. Image mirror all frames. And that's the left. Right. And then I need to make the down. For that I will rotate like that. Right? And I do the same for the last one. I will just flip this vertically. Right? That looks pretty good, in my opinion. So I shouldn't have done that. So let me close these ones. And I will modify the air current to actually use the sprites. That would be sprite underscore index equals get sprite, right? And because I'm not inheriting from anything, I need to specify here print current. Really? You didn't notice until I pointed it out? Yeah. You know what it could be? Is that you will probably notice, for example, if you watch an anime that is more in mad women that has a lot of fan service, I'm pretty sure you will like notice when the author serves the fan service, because it would be a bit jarring to you, right? As someone who is not like the target audience. Yeah, it's very noticeable if you watch the opposite, right? So I think that's what's happening here. Maybe I'm just more sensible to it. Yeah. Really? Fan service? Well, lately the fan service that I have watched in anime has been very, what to call it, cheap. It's not like, it has no effort, basically. They don't bother to actually make the fan service like unique. It's very. We saw this on a different anime, so we're going to do it too. Yeah. I have noticed that. Yes. Oh, wait. I just realized I'm missing something. I need to create a state if I want the sprite to work correctly. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, I agree that before they did fan service way more interesting. Yeah. They actually had fun with it. Nowadays they don't really do that. Hello. It looks better, but I feel like it's not good enough, kinda. Maybe the speed is not high enough. Okay, let's see. By the way, what would you consider like a good fan service? I'm wondering. Just out of curiosity. Now that looks way more like effective.
Amia burrow salvame mu.
You're bored, really? ¿Te aburriste? El pana? As a detail, not the focus. Really, because I consider fan service to be making the focus of a scene something like risque. Yeah. Kanokon. And while the music is quite appealing with a lot of bouncing. You were thinking something involving slimes? I will interpret that as you saying you were thinking on that one reincarnated as a slime. Yeah. Maybe it's just I prefer actions of pure chicken version. I suppose, yeah. But then I don't consider like fan service to be on the HA category, because I believe fan service it's only fan service when the series is not like inherently like edgy, and it's just like occasional like oddly placed angles and shots, that kind of stuff, right? Something that occurs from time to time in scenes where there is not like anything serious going on, for example. Something that is like few and far between, basically. Yeah. Because if it's just risky all the way, all the time, then it is not really a normal anime. That would be just niche anime. Yeah. Maybe stepping on an episode named Mickey Clara? Wow. Do you need that much representation for it to be fan service? Wow. That sounds like a very, very boring experience when watching fan service. The most speed looks good. The issue is that it's dying way too fast. So maybe I will move this to when you exit the room. Yeah, I suppose. Name him weird goddess follower? You are going to be confused because there is quite a lot of gods in my lore. You are going to have to be more specific. Yeah.
Are there any games of yours available online, RN?
Right now, for this particular game, there is a prototype publicly available, free to download in my Patreon. Yeah, but if you are asking if I have something published on Steam, I don't. Yeah, not even in itch.io. Yeah, currently I'm working on the game, and at most you have available a few prototypes currently on Patreon. Yeah. An NPC that kept begging to be Stepan but never got. You change opinion really fast, Ilfara. Wow. Wow. You know what I've been thinking? I should request someone that is interested in different stuff. So maybe ask them for, whoa, okay. I didn't expect that to happen. Yeah, the frame drop is quite nasty. I believe that's an issue with the pathfinding. Something that is like having issues. Yeah, right there. It's specifically when the owl gets stuck in a corner where we have that kind of issue, which is quite interesting. Oh! Wow. That's weird. Yeah, a groomer is not just talking, yeah. Okay, it looks like those looks good now. Yeah, let's start with the headshot now. But yeah, I kinda forgot what I was talking about. I want to like contact or more like talk to people who eat different like tastes, so I cannot like characters that are specifically made for that kind of persons. Yeah. Oh, you are going to take the bus? Okay. See you later. See you later. Good luck on the safe travels. Maybe you can test fanservice in anime by how offended your parents will be fanservice in anime. That depends if it was an actual woman and not an NPC. Hold on, I need to copy something. Okay. So we're going to make the hedgehog. Okay, we are going to need an idol animation. We are going to need movement. We are going to need an attack. We are going to need A hunting animation. What else? Wind up. Wind down. What else? What else? What else would be good? We had the movement, dive, attack, movement, wind down, wind up. Well, I suppose this is good enough. Oh, wait, a hit animation. There we go. Okay. So let's start with the idol. Sprite. And this sprite is going to be... Okay, this is going to be the down thingy. Let's see. So we're going to make this basically a circle, right? Something like this. And I need a smaller circle that is going to be the body, right? So maybe from here to here. Something about that size. You're that lot that the single grade accidentally broke Yulia. Yeah, there are, especially on the older, like anime, there are a lot of scenes that are more like catered to like old older audience. Yeah, audiences. Yeah, bye. Hello, welcome. Welcome. Shush. Ah, I just made the Super Smash Bros. Logo by accident. Ah. Okay, that looks a bit better. Hedgehog doesn't look like strong. It looks like alright, whatever. Wow. Lindo takedown, let's go. Wow. I'm trying to draw a hedgehog, basically. That's the current goal. Yeah. Hmm. But yeah, I kind of want to make characters for my game that are basically low-key thirst traps, but I need more people with more varied tastes. Yeah, for it to actually work the way I intended it to work. Hmm. Okay, that actually looks nice. Hmm. What do you guys think? It looks kinda nice. Not perfect, but looks okay-ish. I'm trying to... Hmm. Is that a turtle? You don't know what you're looking at? He's supposed to be a hedgehog, but then again I have not added the spikes. It would be like... Actually, let me just use this. Actually, instead of doing it like that, maybe I can just simply do it like this. Something like this. What do you guys think? Looks venomous. It's meant to be a placeholder. But I see it. I see how you would think this is venomous. Yeah. I see it, I see it. Hmm. Okay. Let's use this as the base for now. And let me make the rest of the placeholders. I'm going to just image like that, and I'm going to just rearrange this. Hmm. A fat hairy obese hamster? Wow. Okay, this one I need to reorganize. So I can just maybe do this and fix the face a little bit. That looks very weird. Your mind tells you to not touch an animal that colorful. I see why. Yeah. It looks like I don't even know what it looks like. I cannot even identify it as an animal, I must say. Looks like a car in the future. I don't know, it's giving me a strong like Kirby's Dark Matter vibes, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Yes, it does look like it came from like a club or a rave, the ones where they splash like glow in the dark ink everywhere. Yeah. Let me see if I can improve this because this is a bit silly. How about if we start with this color? That's better, but not perfect. It still looks a bit off for some reason. That looks like a squirrel that finds its way into an dryer. For some reason. Do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? This is actually, let me do something real quick. This is a parade flag of a lion with an afro. Oh, wait, what the hell? Why am I muted? What? Huh? Wait, what? Since when am I muted? What the fuck? How long have I been muted? I've been muted. What the hell? Probably the last 5 minutes. Really? The fuck? Why? What? What? Wait. Hold on. Oh my god. Don't tell me. Oh my god. Okay. I just discovered something. If I click on OBS and I press Control Z, like the undo keybind, right? For some reason, that mutes my mic. What? What the hell? That's so weird. Okay, that's very confusing. Okay, let's just say this is the Hedgehog for now. We can have this as the placeholder for now. Let's move on to simply creating the enemy itself. Wow, now that I look at this guy with this one present, it makes it look even more weird. Okay, I'm going to make the placeholders. One moment. I don't know why pressing Ctrl Z on OBS actually mutes me. That's... what the hell? One more thing to worry about. Yeah. Okay. Placeholders. Okay. My name cannot be made into fonts or wordplays, which is sad. Really? You mean you cannot really give me a nickname? Really? Like, what kind of fonts or nicknames were you thinking about? Because when I chose my name as a VTuber, I was like, okay, I'm going to be competing with the Pokemon, right? In matters of name recognition. And I was like, okay, I'm fine with that, right? And then I discovered this was this thing that brain-rotted people were using this phrase known as mewing. And I was like, what the actual fuck is this? And now I'm competing with Pokemon and the brain rot of those people, which is awful. Yeah, I am indeed competing with other news. I have been considering, I believe I have mentioned this before, right? I've been considering actually making a podcast with the other VTubers that also are named Mew, because I thought it would be funny. But that would be like the only reason for the podcast to exist, which I don't think it could be very appealing. Yeah. I like Pokemon. I particularly like Mew. Yeah. That's why I was okay with basically competing with the Pokemon Mew. Yeah. Actually, have I told you the origin of my name ever? Not that I think about it. Have I ever mentioned the origin of my name? Never? You see, there was this one anime character, actually from a magical girl like anime, right? Called Miyu, right? But because of the at the time I didn't know Japanese, right? And I was not particularly good with names. I heard it as Mew. Yeah. And then when I saw the Pokemon Mew, I grew more like attached to the name Mew. But originally the Mew was supposed to be Miyu, not Mew. Which is very funny. Yeah. And the reason I liked that particular like magical girl was because she was very stoic. And I kinda related to that. Yeah. That's the origin of my name, basically. And let's make the Hedgehog enemy. Object right there. That's how you type it, right? You kinda forget how to write that one. Right? Yeah. Yeah. The only Miyu that I know is as a magical from Fate, Kaleid Prisma Linear. Oh, I have seen that one too. Yes, the one I was talking about is a series from the 90s. Yeah, it was around of the same time as the fever for Sailor Moon was like at this height. Yeah. It was basically a Sailor Moon kinda clone. Wait, no, what was that famous like magical girl show that is in Japan? Even to this day, very popular? Pretty Cure? Yeah, I think it was Pretty Cure. Yeah. Yes. That kind. Okay. And we have our little guy. And now we need to grab the parents. And then parents. There we go. So now let's test it out first. Oh wait, I need to add the enemy to the game first. Hedgehog. There we go. Yeah, I believe Precure or Pretticure. I don't remember the exact name. It was a kid show. Yes. Was? Is? I don't know. I didn't actually keep up with it. Yeah. Wow, it completely failed. Hold on. I forgot to configure this. Let's see. Let's start with that. Should I add like Predicure to the watch list for community night? That would be funny. Wow, the change in color is actually kind of menacing, huh? Good luck with that. What? Is Predicure a pretty long series? I wonder. There is like one season every year for the past 20 years. Wow. Okay. That's quite long. It looks like a car when it's moving, which is maybe not a good thing. Hedgehog on wheels. That kinda looks okay, but it's not exactly what I want. Let me... How do I make this make more sense? Actually, maybe if I add the attack, that would actually make things more clean. Maybe. Hmm. Something like this. Ah. Hmm. Okay, let's do some tests. I'm going to simply make a few lines to start with, right? And then maybe I can just make them. Oh, I have an idea. How about if I do it like this? Okay. Then I just delete this. Japanese flag. Yeah, the grown one. The one the Japanese don't want to admit they actually had. Like that. And I can just complete this. Right? To make it more menacing. Right? And what I'm going to do is something very simple. I'm going to grab the color and go little by little darker. Right, like that. That's going to make it look scarier, right? And easier to notice, in theory. Right? Now I'm actually checking if I'm muted or not, which is kinda sad. Sea urchin? It does kinda look like a sea urchin, huh? That was not my intention, but I suppose he's kinda close to a hedgehog. Not really, but you know what I mean, right? Actually, maybe I should do this the easy way and just go ahead and do all of them instead of doing it like this. Right? That actually looks pretty good, right? Hmm. I could maybe make it more pointy if I like do something like this to break the circle, right? And then I can add a few frames just to make it last. Okay. Let's see how that look. Okay. It looks quite nice, actually. Yeah. It just suddenly turns. It almost looks like a mine, like a sea mine, suddenly turning into an attack. Yeah. Yeah, he only curls into a spiky ball. He's meant to be more of a tank than an attacking enemy. So he's basically there to annoy you, not really to put much of a fight. Yeah. Basically. Okay, let us adjust this. Actually, I need to remove these ones. And I'm going to just rename this one. Right, left, and up. There we go. It looks fine, in my opinion. Yeah. There is no wind up, but because there is no movement either, it's not really that dangerous. Yeah. As long as you don't walk into it, it shouldn't really hurt you. Yeah. Yeah. What do you think? Does that look nice? Does it look weird? Should I change something? Ball of ouchie? Yeah. Let's make the wand up. Okay. So what we're going to do here is basically get into this state, right? So I can maybe move these spikes like back. What would be nice? I will say we should start about here, right? So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ouch. Ouch. I suppose I can move like these things a bit. Shush. Silence phone. Okay. Oh, it actually looks pretty good. This just single frame really looks pretty nice. What do you think? Actually, instead of doing this, I can just more easily simply delete this, right? And just duplicate this one. And then move this one. It makes things easier for me. It looks like one of those invincible ninjas from Kirby. You mean the black ball with the ice and spikes? Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. I can see that. I can see that. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. That would be quite the improvised weapon, I must say. Using your hedgehog as a flail. Can you imagine that? Random people on the streets using their pet hedgehogs like that. That would be quite the sight. Okay. That actually looks pretty threatening. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to sell the movement. Right? Oh, that looks nasty. Wow. It's like slowly stopping making sense the more I compress this. But somehow when you actually play the animation, it looks really good. Look at that. Doesn't that look really nice? The animation is a little bit slow, But it makes sense, right? Yeah. Okay, let me duplicate this one, right? And what I'm going to do for this particular frame is that I'm going to enable the head and legs. I'm going to just move this like up the head, this like real close. Actually, let me make a reference of this. So this one is going to be really close to that, and like this. And the legs the same. I'm going to set it so they are barely visible, right? Like this. And I will make it a little bit extra visible. On this one. Right? And the head is going to be the same. And I'm going to do the same over here. Okay, and from this one onwards, I'm just going to remove this. Right, so it will look like this. Yeah. What do you guys think? Let's make it a little bit faster, actually. Maybe even faster. That's maybe a little bit too fast. I think that's good enough, I suppose. Okay, let's see how it looks, actually, before we proceed. It actually looks pretty clean. Right? When it actually does the animation, it looks pretty good. Yeah. Why purple? I was just trying to differentiate the different parts of the body. It's not meant to be like the final colors. Yeah. But it does look pretty good, in my opinion. Yeah. It does look kinda like a car sideways. I do admit that. Yes. Let me remove these ones so I can make the variations. Let's see. I'm going to just rotate the image a little bit like that, right? Right, and one more. Okay, that should fill the animations. You were looking at some animations related in some interesting character. What kind of character? That looks very threatening. Not that the animations is working correctly. The way it just curls up and surely shows up the spikes. Yeah. Well. It was basically character was narcissistic and show off. When the product was in danger, he actually came to help without hesitation. Yeah, he was not. I know what kind of character you are talking about. Is that one classical person that is like extremely cocky, extremely confident, always like talking shit. But usually on anime, they make it so that kind of person is actually incompetent most of the time, right? So when the character is actually good, like he's not being cocky, he's not being overconfident, he's just literally that good, and he's not afraid of scream it to the world. Yeah. Yes. That kind of character. Yeah. The kind of character that seems to be like a minor villain, and then it turns out he's actually pretty good. Yeah. I don't know if Kaiba will fit that mold. Yeah. Because Kaiba is like a villain, like a proper villain. This guy is more like a hero that you really hate, right? Like the rival, basically. Think Gary Oak, but with the skills of the Elite Four in Pokemon, basically. Yeah. It's what I'm imagining, basically. You will link the animation in the Discord? Okay. I think this is pretty good. Overall. As animations go. It sells the enemy very good, I would say. Yeah. Now the only issue would be the attack, because it's not attacking when I actually want it to attack. Yeah. Shush. Okay, so basically I want the spiky state. I want it to trigger. What? Hello? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello, hello? Are you alive? Hello? Hello? Anybody out there? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Did my connection die? Hello? Hello? Please tell me the stream didn't end. Please tell me the stream is doing fine. Right? The stream is doing fine? It looks like it's doing fine. Hello? Oh, there are signs of life. Nice. Okay, for a moment I thought the stream died. Oof, okay. Nice. Okay, so what I want is to modify some functions here. Ouch. Ouch. You know that would have triggered even if the stream was dead. Because my bot is monitoring chat, not whether the stream is on or not. So that would have triggered, even if the string had died. It's painful. Okay. My brain is completely blank now. I don't remember what I was thinking. I want to modify this right here, the on attack. That is this on attack right here, basically. Actually, this one, I suppose, would be the one that would make more sense. Okay. Let's inherit and modify this one. I want to remain in attack. Instance to object underscore player is greater than what? Let's say 96. 3 tiles basically. If the player is far away, we change state. If not, we stay where we are. Right? That would put us in permanent defense mode until we get out of the animation. Right? So we are stuck right there. And the animation will continue until I step away. Right? It goes into defense mode and stays like that until I reach certain distance. Then he gets close and closes up. Yeah. That could actually make it very inconvenient as an enemy. Yeah. Maybe. Okay, that looks nice. Now I kind of want to make the wind down. Yeah. I will basically do the opposite from the wind up. Right? Let me rename this. Wind down. Wind down. And a few of them in a room like will be a 9. Yeah. Yeah, in theory they will combo with the owl, indeed. That can actually happen. Especially because when they are in a ball, they are not really using the pathfinding. So the bug where they basically get stuck in place because of the wind will not really apply here. Yeah. Okay, so let's modify this. What I'm going to do is very simple. I'm going to grab this order right here and I'm going to just invert it like that. Right, so it does this. Yeah. Going across the whole room would be a cool mechanic for a boss. Yeah, it actually would be. Yes. It would actually be pretty interesting. Imagine a boss that uses that and keeps throwing hedgehogs, so the wind pushes them onto the player. Yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah. Actually, that would be interesting. A really good mechanic. Nice. Okay, that's looking okay. Or have a few hedgehogs stuck in defense mode and have the wind change directions moving around the room. Yeah, that would be interesting also. Yes. Okay, that looks nice. And the last one. So now when I do this guy will undo like that. The wind up animation is not triggering correctly, huh? The wind down is working correctly. The wind up is kinda not sometimes. Yeah, like right there. Yeah, the hedgehogs are kinda annoying, huh? In a way. I can already see them being really annoying. Yeah. I kinda want to fix the issue with the animations where they don't play correctly. Uh, hmm. Didn't I have a... one that already had that fixed somewhere? Hmm. If a level with wind is a thing, you can make spiky tumbleweed. So that's a hazard that can be blown around. Yeah, that's indeed true. That could be a different kind of level, yeah. Like a Kirby attack? What would be a Kirby attack? Maybe I should make a unwind up function. Ouch. What was the variable that controlled the speed of the... Oh, I see. Image index. That's it. Okay. Thank you, manual. When I change here, I wanna set this to 0. So it plays the animation correctly. Wait, something got filtered? What? You can send it on Discord if you want, in general. I will see it right there. Ah, you mean like a little like vortex? Dividing network. I don't know what you typed. That YouTube thought it was not good. On state hit, on state hunting. Maybe I should modify this. One moment. I'll be right back. I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I saw that. I see you. I see you. Ouch. Yeah, you didn't quite manage to land that one. The other one. Yeah. Let's see. I want to create this. The one that executes on hunting. Function on hunting. Wait. Was there already a hunting function somewhere? Wait. There is another function hunting. Where is this from? Oh, it's from the Kraken, I see. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Image index set to 0, just to make sure the animation plays correctly. And here I'm going to remove that and just say on hunting, just like that. And with that, I should be able to modify the on hunting, or this one on hunting. Function on hunting. Let's set these to basically the same thing right here. I just want to modify a few things. Okay, here it waits for the pathfinding done to actually switch to wind up, but that's not what I want. I need to check for the instance of the player. So I'm going to check this instance to object underscore player is less than 64. Then we execute this, right? I need to stop the pathfinding. Right? Well, I suppose I can just leave it like that. Okay, I think that should work. In theory. That's looking good, okay. Now that's way more clean. Yeah. Maybe the distance is a little bit too big. Yeah. Maybe a little bit shorter. Maybe a 48 would be better. Yeah. Hmm. That's actually pretty nice. It's just far enough for it to not be... I was going to say for it to not be within range of the attack from the sword. And then... It died. Okay. Maybe I need to add a little bit more HP to this thing. Let's see. How much HP should I give it? The smallest one should be the bunny, right? The bunny should be 2 HP, in my opinion. So the owl should have 3. The mole should have 4 HP. So the hedgehog should have 2, 3, 4, 5 HP. Is that too much? Or is that good? I wonder. You cannot hear anything I said? Wow. Then how you're going to figure out if I'm muted or not? Is the question? Yeah. I could be muted and you will have no idea. Let's put an owl. Let's see if they actually combo. Just out of curiosity. It's a bit hard to make them actually aim at me, huh? Oh, it does combo. You just saw that. It's just a bit hard for it to actually trigger. Yeah. Yeah, I can actually trigger. It's just that because of the way the alt works, it's very hard for it to actually happen. Yeah. I really think I need to rework the pathfinding. I think it's necessary. Yeah. Wow, that actually happened. Yeah, I'm going to have to rework the pathfinding. And that's something I don't really want to do. Yeah, but the wind can actually push the hedgehog. In a specific direction, which is kind of funny. So in practice, they'll just drop a temporary territory that fires in a specific direction. Yeah, and the actual effect of the tornado doesn't actually do harm by its own. It will need to combo into something else. Yeah. Basically. Yes. Hmm. Hmm. Now you had me thinking about how to correct the pathfinding, which is kinda annoying. Hmm. Because it's an issue, the pathfinding. In more than one way. Yeah. Hmm. Ah. Hmm. I don't think my brain has the processing power currently for it. For a full rework. Sadly. Hmm. Hmm. There is a function I think I would find very useful that I think I should make. Uh, uh, hmm. I was seeing a game reviews and I got in the middle of the criticism that it's a song who beat the entire Soul series without taking any damage on first try. Yeah, I call bullshit. You would need to move at such a slow pace to actually do that. And that's only for the regular enemies. For the bosses it's impossible because there are some attacks that you don't know how to even dodge until you get grinded into dust a few times over. Yeah. Hmm. Let's see. I want to basically calculate if the distance on horizontal is greater or slower than a certain value. I will start with 16. So I want to know the x basically. So bar x this equals to object dot x minus my x, and I want the absolute of this. Right, that's the distance. If or x this is smaller than the set distance, then we return true. Else we just return false. Right? Hmm. Okay. Now that I have that, let's see. I want to basically fix the owl so it doesn't just randomly fire without doing things correctly. So basically, the change to the attack state is the issue here. For that, I need to check the current event. Here the on hunting is that changes to wind up, right? So I need to switch from the regular on hunting to the attack. Right, this on hunting. Right here. Instead of doing just this, I want to basically make a check or check if horizontal to object layer, right? If we are horizontal, we attack, and I want to do also the same check, but for vertical, right? And that's fairly easy to do. I just need to copy this function. Right, and this is going to be a comparisons of y's. Right, simple enough. Okay, I think that works. Wow. It's actually working pretty good. Funny enough. There is some lag actually, which is not a good thing. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't happen specifically when the wind is active. It's more like when I am aligned to the owl, is when the lag spike happens. It's not so much about the attack. Yeah. Yeah. Basically, I don't have a wind up for it. I suppose that's the issue. Yeah. Yeah. That's the issue. Actually, now that I noticed, this should be a little bit different. Just to improve reliability, right? So the issue here is that probably is like cycling through all the different moments. Basically, it's because the all doesn't have animations that is causing the issue, because it's basically triggering the pathfinding every frame between attacks, which is a bit of an issue. Yeah. So let me try to fix that. Basically, it's because this animation only has one frame. Yeah. Let me add a few just to fix that issue. Yeah. And I will change the frame rate also, since we are here already. Yeah. Okay, that's for the wind up, right? I can do the same for the countdown. Wind down. Also, I noticed I didn't center the image here, which is a bit of an issue. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, for wind up and countdown, it seems that's it. Now I need to check the attack, because that's another issue. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay. Ah, I clicked the wrong button. Lovely. Okay. Let's give it a test. It seems like it's not causing any more lag spikes. Yeah. It's just the owl is now a little bit glitchy because I didn't center the images. So I need to do that real quick. That's the issue when you use placeholders. Things like these can slip through the cracks, sadly. Yeah.
Wow, tuber coding goes crazy.
Hello, welcome.
Welcome Felipe Laurentino, please enjoy the stream.
Yo, welcome. Welcome, Felipe. Bienvenido, Felipe. Welcome, welcome. I'm just trying to fix a little issue. Yeah. Okay, I think that should be it. Did I fix the attack? Yeah, it seems I did. Nice model, thank you. Also, mind your ears. Ricardo seems to like the metal pipe sound alert a little bit much. Okay. Ah! Okay, 1 second. I am almost there. Okay. Let's see if this fixes the issue. One moment. Okay. Ah, okay, that seems to be working just fine, which is quite nice. Ah. Okay, it's actually working pretty fine. Yeah. Yeah, it almost is like he's sabotaging the stream, huh? With that kind of alerts.
Scotland forever!
Wow. It seems to be working perfectly fine. Yeah. It's still a bit hard for the enemies to actually align, for the wind to actually take effect. But it kinda works still. Yeah. Displaying my skills as a programmer by triggering the alerts? Wow. Yeah, let's just not mention that the alerts have plenty of bugs. Yeah. A geek hub? I don't actually have a geek hub, but I do have a Patreon page where you can actually play the prototypes for this game for free. You don't need to subscribe or anything. Yeah. So if you want to check the prototype and play it yourselves, you can. It's literally open to the public. Yes. When it comes to the source code in particular, you can see it on my Patreon also, but that one is behind a $1 paid wall, basically. Yeah. But you're welcome to explore it if you're interested. Yes. Also, if you don't want to pay the $1, you can actually check my streams. Literally 100% of the project is like recorded on the bots. Every single bit of code of the entire project is available publicly. Yeah. Well, yeah, not 100%. There is like some spoilers for the game story and secrets that I'm keeping on secret streams, on listed streams. But everything from that is going to encompass like the main story of the game is going to be public. Yeah. So you can actually check the code if you are interested. Also, if you have questions about anything, I'm more than willing to just show it right here during stream, any part of the code. Yeah. Should I make a window for the owl? I feel like I need it. Yeah. Also, the colors are a little bit radical. We can maybe change the eyes even. Should I publish this particular sprite? Because I think it would be funny. Maybe I'll post it on Twitter just to see the reactions. Yeah, also all the relevant links are on the description. Or you can type exclamation mark whatever to actually get a link. Yeah. What would be the wind up? Maybe I should just move the wings? Would that make sense? if I play around with the wings. Hmm. You know when people lower their heads so simply slightly look edgy? Yeah. For a moment I was like, what are you talking about? But then I actually thought about it and yes, I know what you mean. Do you want me to do something similar for the enemy or something? Hmm. But the sprites is a little bit too small for it to be visible. Yeah. Hmm. I don't know if I have the art skills to actually pull it off. Hmm. Let me try moving the wings a little bit. Like, how about if I just lower this? Like, quite low? Something like this. And I want to set the wings like higher. Like I want them to be a bit more like something like that. Oh, hello, welcome to the Discord. Welcome, welcome. Maybe something like this. Right? Something like that. And then we just fill it in. Right? Flip it. Like that. And it will look like this when it's about to attack. Wait. Wait. Does that look... Now it looks like a butterfly. Wait. Wait. That's not correct. My owl became a butterfly. Hold up. Hold up. That's not right. One moment. Hold up. It seriously looks like a butterfly, which is not my intention. It still looks like a butterfly, god damn it. I suck at this. Ah! Now it looks more like a vampire than anything else. Okay, this is not working. What am I doing? That looks actually kind of creepy. Maybe giving it the correct colors will help. That doesn't look right either. Right. You actually get crystals the more you watch the stream. Yes, there is also the beg command that will give you a small amount of crystals. The amount is random and it's very small. Just so you know. Yeah. Maybe I will use this color actually. Yes, I disabled that command. And it was not like my fault that there was a bug on it. It was like an issue with YouTube. Yeah. So don't blame me. Don't pin that on me. I simply cannot make this look nice, which is extremely annoying. Now it does look like wings, but it doesn't look like owl wings, which is distressing. How did I even make the seagull if I cannot make the owl? Oh yeah, there is like a top 10 of rich people in the stream. Yeah. It depends on how much you have watched my stream and how much you have actually use when it comes to your crystals. Yeah. Historia is special because Historia is my bot. So Historia is always on my stream. So it's normal for her to actually have so much money. Yeah. I actually have been thinking in basically adding some extra code to Historia so she uses her crystals to do stuff during the stream, basically at random. It would be interesting. I have not really gotten around actually doing it, sadly. Yeah. Yeah, the logbox, I don't think he can play with the logbox because it costs you 10 crystals each try. So there is a chance you might not actually have enough. Yeah. I wish you could use it to pay student debt. That would be sweet. Oh. How was that sound? How was that sound? Wait. Oh, it's raining. Wow. Yeah, I program a bunch of different effects for the stream. So you are free to explore. Yes. I think I need to work on this. I feel like it requires a lot of work still. Yeah.
Hola.
Hola, bienvenido Spy, bienvenido. Bienvenido. ¿Cómo estás, Spy? Bienvenido. Filtro de lluvia, ya. Está bastante bien. ¿Estás bien? Qué bueno. ¿Bien desvelado? Suena que he estado o estudiando o jugando demasiado. Te despertaste a las 4 de la mañana. Oh. Okay, so it seems the issue was with the actual animation. That was what causing the issue, because I didn't actually have enough frames for it to actually execute correctly. Yeah. Interesting. Well, at least we finished the Hedgehog and the owl. I did a little bit of an improvement, and it now doesn't cause lag, which is a good thing. Yeah. Para ir a la uni. Suena que tu uni está bastante lejos. Yeah. Para mí no costaba ni que 30 minutos llegar a mi universidad. Pero yo vivo en una ciudad, entonces. Yeah. ¿Nada? Yes. La mía queda en la otra esquina de la ciudad. Wow. That means it's probably, what, 2 hours of travel? If I'm not mistaken. It depends on the transport, I suppose. Yeah. Oh. I should add that command, the one with the exclamation mark. Yeah. It's time, it seems. Time's up. Yeah. Algo así, pero pues todavía seguí en mi casa y no me quedo otra vez en la casa que está cerca de mi uni. Ay, sí. Ya veo. Lo entiendo. Then I suppose I will be stopping here for today. It's already pretty late for me. I need to grab dinner. Yeah. Yeah. You're still welcome here and loved. Farah. Okay, let me return to my room.
Ricardo Lully joined the RR game. Oh.
Wow. We will continue with the project next Sunday. Yes. And we will continue with Hollow Knight on Thursday. And on Friday we will keep playing with Zelda. We need to finish the other half of the Spirit Temple. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Thank you for joining the stream. And hopefully I will see you on Thursday for Hollow Knight. I'm going to be doing the Path of Pain. Yes. Thank you for coming. Good night. Sleep well. And if it's not night where you are, have a nice day. Yes. Good night. Bye bye. Buenas noches. Que descansen. Sleep well. Thank you for coming to the stream. Gracias por venir al directo. And I will see you guys later. Bye bye. Good night.
I'd give you some, but the command to give got blocked ever since I found an exploit that allowed me to steal all of Verthandy's crystals. I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying that there was an exploit. Oh no. Tongue. I'm so poor now. Insane flex. I can make it worse. Historia is the GOAT. But Historia does not count since it's a bot, so technically I'm number 1. I won once again. I is taking all of our jobs. Well, there is a way to get a lot of crystals. Each try is 10 crystals. But it can give you 1000 crystals. That's how I paid back my student debt. Not as sweet as Ricardo's sounds. You're making me blush. You ola. Ta portenta el filtro de lluvia. Hola, pos bien. Bien dis fellow. XD. Me desperté a las 4 a.m. Eso para ir a la uni. Hola. Nada. La mia queda en la otra esquina de la ciudad. Oh frick, it's time. El último viernes salí con tremenda lluvia, llegué a las 11 p.m. a la casita de mojado, y me acosté las 3 haciendo una página que ni revisaron. Time alert. Algo así, pero pues yo todavía seguía en mi casa, y todavía no me quedaba otra vez en la casa que está cerca de mi uni. Use the correct syntax, noob. Parry. I forgot. Dodge roll. Don't worry, you may be a degen that loves being stepped on, but we still care about you, kill Farah. Good night to y'all. Greater than V. Am I wrong? Good night. Alright, sleep well people. If you don't, I'll consume your toothpaste. Good night and bye. Hasta mañana, D. Croissant emoji. Rice cracker emoji. Banana emoji.
Buenas noches.
Good night, bye bye. Noches. No CS. GN. Good night. BYE. Smiley face emoji.